You're watching REM, RBG TV.
Peace and Black Power, family, what it is. You already know. Single when I used to REM. This is REM RBG TV. The raw and uncut science talk that the family needs to have. You already know how we get it in. Black love is the cure for the black nation, so let's get it. You see the words, you know the man. You feel me? Words of the brother, the teacher, Malcolm X, El Haj Malik El Shabazz. And it states, nobody can give you freedom. Nobody can give you equality or justice on anything. If you're a man, you take it. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. So y'all stay tuned. This is RNMRBG TV. Keep it locked right here, family. Black Power.
Peace, love, and Black Power, family. What it is, you already know. It's your brother on Google, now you see REM. You already know you watch REM RBG TV. Where we keep it G. Raw and uncut. You did? First and foremost, you already know, like I always say before we always get it in, black love is the cure for the black nation. So let's get it. Why not? Once again, top of the new year to everybody. You know what I mean? Let's start off on a positive. Let's start off strong, let's start off powerful, and get that momentum, moving, gyrating. And let's keep it moving on to the next one. With that being said, you know what I mean? I guess you could say, resurface an old issue, but it's a reoccurring issue nonetheless. So we're gonna bring it back on the table, and we're gonna dissect it, and that's what it's gonna be. So the topic of today's discussion, we're gonna call this one regurgitation versus application, part 2. We're going to call this the part 2. This is going to be the follow-up. Like I said, it's the top of the year, and the reason why I want to do this particular conversation is because of just that. It's the top of the year. I want to make sure we start off right. I want to make sure we start off strong. I want to make sure we start focused. You dig? I don't want folks to get caught up in the same mode, you know what I mean? You already know, but nonetheless, follow me. 2015, correct? 2015 CE, common era. We have no more time. I'm going to say this again. We have no more time. I stated this before, but I'm going to say it one more time. We have no more time to continue in the same old tradition, the same good old Negro tradition of repeating the same shit. We cry like the best of them. We got more wants than the rest of them. Got our hand out, but our feet are planted. Feel what I'm saying? Not planted as far as being on a firm foundation. I mean planted as far as your ass ain't going nowhere. Your ass ain't moving nothing. Your ass ain't doing shit. That's what I'm talking about. So again, regurgitation versus application. We've been saying the same old, the same old we want, the same old black folks need, the same old shit. You already know, family. I don't have to pinpoint one particular sentence, paragraph, wording, because you already know. You heard it before. I heard it before. My parents heard it before. And so on, and so on, and so on. Now the question is, at what point does your ass, me, you, them, they, us, do we finally say there's no more asking? Go back to the quote that I put up earlier, Brother Malcolm. Nobody can give you freedom. You take it. If you're a man, you take it. How do we take it, family? Because we've already know, like I said, you go back the last 40, 50, maybe 60, even 70 hell years. Just go back of roughly 100 years. Just go back 100. We're going to give it an even buck. Let's go back 100. We know what our problems are. We know what the root of the problem is. You feel what I'm saying? I'm talking on a mass level. Yeah, you got still folks that still walking around quote unquote blind or whatever you want to call them. But nonetheless, the majority of the family knows what the hell's going on. The majority of the family knows who the true enemy is, who's behind the scenes pulling strings, XYZ, XYZ. But again, you already know, due to programming, generational curses, XYZ, XYZ. But that's no excuse in my book, and follow me why. The reason why I say it's not an excuse is because the more you keep spitting that same old rhetoric, you know how much power you're giving this so-called white man that everybody loves to talk about? Y'all giving this dude, and the way I make it seem as if it's one particular person versus a system, a collective. Now, so I'm gonna just give it, I'm speaking in y'all language. You're giving this dude, this one white man, so much power when you talk like that, when you don't move like that. You feel what I'm saying? The same old, same old. It gives them the impression that we got them. They stuck right where they at. All they can do is cry and complain. They're not about to move. They're not about to go through the pain of sacrifice, the pain of making something happen, the pain of building something. They don't want to do that. All they want to do is cry and complain. Just like how they did back on the plantation. You feel what I'm saying? But every now and then they give them a little song, they give them a little dance, and all is well. We shall overcome. Same thing, family. Same thing. It went from swing low, sweet chariot, to we shall overcome, now to the new one, hands up, don't shoot. Now again, this is no disrespect to the family of the you know what I'm saying, of the fallen son. You already know. My family, my heart goes out. But let's keep it 100. Look at the momentum, or the lack thereof, that is presented before the world. Once again, you do any and everything to black folks, and what do? We surrender. We know what we want because we're screaming out every day. We crying out every day. But we're not going to go take it. How do we take it? Now this is the part that scares folks off. Soon as somebody hears something about some go take it, automatically everybody alludes to some sort of combat scenario, this, that, and the third. Will that happen? Probably. But that's not a primary. The primary is how you take it. You take your mind back by getting back into them books, getting back into them libraries. You feel what I'm saying? Getting back what they didn't teach you. You got to go get it for yourself, for one. 2, you got to pass it on to the babies who's going to sustain the nation. 3, that what you learn, that what you pass on, you apply. So now, what I'm getting back into this whole regurgitation versus application scenario. Again, we've been talking the same old, same old. The religion talk, we the Hebrews, we the Moors, we the Comedics, we the this, we the that, you know what I'm saying, the Muslims, and this blah, 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 was just nothing but distract minds off of the real scenarios of the day, which is black issues, not religious issues. We don't die because we were religious people. We die because we black. The real issues is the miseducation of our children. They don't get miseducated because of their religion. They get miseducated because system does not want black folks, black children to succeed in life. Everybody, it's so many different things, man. We keep saying the same old, same old, same old. But again, once you ask people to come outside and apply that which we love to talk about, everybody loves to talk about economics, right? Everybody loves to talk about economics. We need to get our businesses up, this, that, and the third. But the minute you say, all right, cool, well, let's start generating some funds. Let's put some funds together, or let's start supporting the ones that we have a little bit more. Then here comes the backlash. Oh, well, what are the black businesses doing for the people? And blah, 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 blah. Now you want to put a division amongst that which we already have. But I don't see folks doing that when it comes to Walmart. I don't see folks doing that when it comes to the big shopping grocery stores and department stores. No, you don't put up a fight. You don't put up any type of defensive stance. You go in there and you spend your money. Stop bullshitting, family. So why are we going to do this to our own folks? If we have something, let's build upon that which we have so we can multiply it. You feel what I'm saying? Circulate the dollar again. You feel what I'm saying? More than what we do. Get rid of that whole poor circulation so we can cure ourselves from the sickness of poverty. Shout out to Brother Polite, because I love the way he broke that shit down. That shit was gangster. He said poor circulation is one of the biggest things that leads to ill sickness and disease in the human body. Now, our human body is referring to the black man, black woman, black child within the black community, right? Our sickness right now on the economics level, let's talk poverty. That's our sickness, right? We don't circulate the dollar. We don't support one another. We don't want to build anything else. We'll go spend our last with everybody else, but then come back to the hood talking about some damn. Look at the way this shit looking around here. It's not even cool. We live here, but they got control. You damn right they got control. Because they took upon, they made an advancement on and capitalized off of you because you chose not to do it on your own self. Can you really be mad? You can't be mad. So again, if you want to be mad, show your anger by doing for yourself. Show you ain't gonna take the shit again by doing for yourself. Take that which we will always talk about. Again, talk about the religious stuff. First of all, that needs to be thrown away in the first place anyway. But on the economics tip, we love to regurgitate how much we need black dollars, right? Well, let's get it popping. Stop regurgitating and start applicating. Start applying this shit so we can make it happen. Again, let's wait another 50 years down the line. Another 2-3 generations gonna look back and say, yo, more time has been wasted. Why was the time wasted? Because we were too busy freaking talking about this shit instead of walking in the shit. You figure, dummy? Apply. Stop regurgitating. We talk like the best of them. Cry better than the rest of them. But you know why everybody else ain't got time to cry? You know why everybody else ain't got time to complain, bitch, and moan? Because everybody else is putting their time, energy, efforts, resources, and manpower into the sustaining of their people, the sustaining of their community and their race. They ain't got time to worry about you. The only time they worry about us folks, I'm talking about us black folks, the only time they worry about black folks is when they can capitalize on us, when they can move in on us, when they can encroach on our way of living. That's the only time they think about us. The only time. Us, on the other hand, we think about them all the time. Because again, we want to hold hands, we want to sing, dance, shout, and parlay in the whole nine. That's cool 100 million down the years from now when everything is so-called equal after black folks work their ass off to get what they want. But the key thing is work. Nothing's going to happen and fall out of the sky, family. And that's the part that scares people. Application requires work. Application requires effort. It requires commitment. It requires manpower. It requires resources. Regurgitation doesn't require anything. It may require a lecture or two here, there, whatever. After the lecture, then what? We go back on our every old day schedule as if nothing ever happened. We got a good word. Oh, that was good. That was powerful, family. Yeah, what do we do? Crickets. Let's put the wheels in motion, family. Apply that which you learn, okay? Everybody loves to brag and boast about the pyramids. We done built this, look at that, and that's cool. You're right. Talk about it. If you're walking in the direction of trying to re-establish something. If you just bragging just for the sake of bragging, but you're not moving, your feet don't match with that what you talk about, just shut the hell up. Because you're giving off false impressions. You're giving off false representations about what this whole thing is about. We ain't got time to talk that shit no more. We got to walk it. That's the time. Now watch this. Again, 2015, correct? CE. It took us 500, just say roughly 500 years to get into the hells and situations in which we're in right now, right? Which means it's going to take time to work our way out. Keyword is work. Application. If we keep sitting here talking and talking and talking year after year, time after time, month after month, minute after minute, second after second, etc., 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 right? If this is all we're doing is talking, we keep resetting the clock every time we start opening our mouths with no feet support. Every time we don't do that, every time we do not walk after we talk, we reset the clock. Another 500 years. So more talk, another reset. More talk, another reset. So if you really think about it, we like 1,000 to, you know what I'm saying? We almost 3,000 years in the hole if you think about it on that level. Each generation that continues to talk without application, each generation that continues to talk without the movement, each generation that continues to talk without the freaking work, again, is another reset on that 500-year clock. And we're going to be right back here, screaming, talking, crying. Again, we went from the swing low, sweet chariots to the we shall overcomes. Now it's this. What's gonna be next? What's gonna be next? Get up off your ass, hit them streets, apply that what you talk about. Apply that what you have stored up, if it's really stored up here in the first place. Because what's the point of regurgitating or restoring something in your brain? You don't pass it on, you don't apply it. You die today, you go outside, you get hit by a bus today. What happens? It dies with you. Because you didn't pass it on. Because you didn't make it live. You didn't make that thought, that idea, that knowledge manifest in the light. So nonetheless, you killed it because you didn't bring it to the forefront. You didn't bring it to the people. So all I'm saying, family, is let's stop the talking games and let's start the walking. Let's start the building. Let's stop the separation bullshit. Again, keep your personals personal. Your beliefs, your faiths, nobody's saying get rid of it, but at the end of the day, do not bring it to the forefront to the people as a distraction, because that's what it is. Because the minute that stuff comes out, now your mind is completely taken off of what the topic is, what the mission is, which is the advancement of the people, not the mental salvation by way of your faith. Because your faith ain't the same one as the next person's faith. So stop bringing it to the people as if this is the magic carpet ride out of hell. It's not going to work. It ain't going to work. So again, put that to the side. Keep it locked away in the personal. Let's deal with the real right here, right now. I'm tired of resetting the clock, family. I know you are. Like I always say, babies are watching. They're taking notes. Just because you don't see them with a pen and pad writing stuff down, you think they're not watching? You think they're not hearing? You think they're not storing stuff? You think they don't feel neither? You feel me? We have to reset the tone. We have to reset the tone. We got to relight that flame within the black family. Period. We have to reignite that flame. Because let's keep it 100. The embers, they ain't even got lit embers. You don't even got to have warm embers in the bottom of the pot right now. You feel me? It's dull. There is no flame. There is no burn. Again, swing low. We shall overcome. Apply. Take it. Make it. Manifest. It's not going to happen. It's not going to come to you. There's no Supermans. Stop regurgitating, selling wolf tickets, giving false impressions. So again, regurgitation or application. Which one do you want? For real, for real. It's a question that you got to ask yourself, man. Real talk. Stop selling wolf tickets, man. We don't have any more time. So again, yes, I want to set the tone with this one right here. Top of the year, January 2015. We don't need to waste no more time talking about the same old, same olds. You feel me? We don't got no time to be talking about 300, 400, 500 millennia ago, because it's 2015 CE right here, right now. The stuff that was going on back then, damn sure ain't happening right now. So we need to worry about what's going on right now. Now, once we get into a quote-unquote comfortable place in life or whatever, as far as the reestablishment of us, of our people, then we can go back and start romanticizing stuff. But actually, not for nothing, that whole romance stuff or whatever, that's also a false representation. And that's the part that's regurgitated all the time. The mysteries, the wonders, the greatness, and yada, 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 yada. So this for, again, nobody has the initiative, no motivation to do nothing, because they don't hear the whole talks or burn within that delivery. It's just splendor and wonder. That's cool. That's good. It's beautiful. Yes, it's ours. But damn it, let's work to reestablish something right here, right now. Come on. Then we can really brag. Then we can really show off. Then we can really talk that shit. Because we did it right here. We did it right now. In spite of all the shit that's going on, we recreated. We reestablished. Because we applied. That's all, family. That's all. Let this marinate. Let it simmer. Let it burn. Whatever it does to you, let it do that. You feel what I'm saying? Regurgitation versus application, part 2. But This has been your brother in Google. Now you see RN&M. You've been watching RN&M, RBG TV. That raw and uncut common sense science that the family needs to have. Black love is a cure for the black nation. So let's get it. By get it, I mean application. That's the only way you can take your freedom and gain your liberation. Let's get it, family. Stay tuned to the next one. Like I said, it's in brother and Google. Now you see RN&M. Keep it locked, keep it G. Peace, love, and black power.